Brain fog, a mental haze that feels like your brain is wearing blinders. You're sitting at your desk or maybe on a sofa and you feel stuck. It's more than distracted or bored. You don't have the mental energy to read a book or work on your hobby. And in that foggy, stuck state, you just find yourself eating. You're not hungry, you're just mindlessly eating. It's the only thing you feel like you can do. Eating becomes your activity, the one bit of fun that you have in your day, all you have energy to do. But why? What happened to your energy, your focus? People are going to try to tell you that you're weak, undisciplined, or lazy, but that's not true at all. The problem is your biology has been hijacked. So, if you're new here, I'm Violet, and I make these videos because 8 years ago, I learned that the foods I thought were healthy were actually causing my weight gain and poor health. And I was trapped in the exact loop that you're trapped in. I had the brain fog side, that mindless, low energy eating, but I also had the entertain myself with chocolate and chips and baking some cookies. So today I realize that these aren't two different problems. They are two heads of the same monster. So what we're going to do is divide and conquer. Please subscribe. The active hijack isn't a choice. When I went out of my way to get chocolate, cookies, or ice cream, it was a programmed addiction. Food companies engineered this. They hire scientists to find the bliss point. So that Moskowitz guy, he figured out that there's a perfect combination of salt, sugar, and fat that we can put in food that will light up people's reward center in their brain, and you're out of control with food. It's designed to bypass your natural fullness signals and make you overeat because you crave more and more and more. Spaghetti sauce, salad dressings, rice, pasta, bread, when you put them together in the right way, all high sugar foods that trigger cravings. Those healthy foods actually ensure that we will be out of control when we eat chips, cookies, and ice cream. A potato chip isn't a food. It's a scientifically designed to way to stimulate the reward center of our brain because it's hyper palatable. It's engineered to be addictive. And it's doing that in a way that no real food ever could. Meat, fish, and poultry do not excite our brain the way that these frankenfoods do. When you find yourself obsessed with high carb food, that's the actual hijack. That's the addiction. The passive hijack is the brain fog. This is the stuck on the sofa, no energy side, where you can't imagine getting up and leaving your house to go to the park or to go see friends or to go to the whatever local store you need to go to get the stuff for your hobby. Nope, can't imagine that because then I would have to come back and use my brain and in something directed and focused. No, we just can't do it. This takes us back to the original question, Wellness Warrior. Why don't we have energy? Why can't we focus? It's because the healthy pasta, bread, and spaghetti sauce and of course the junky chocolate chip cookies and chocolate and cause a massive spike in our blood sugar. Your body panics. It releases a flood of insulin because it needs to deal with that sugar. It can't just leave it floating around in you. That's dangerous. We've done this so many times. Our blood sugar rises. It doesn't regulate properly. It crashes and then it rises and it crashes. The crash is accompanied by brain fog. You don't have energy in your body, so you don't have energy in your brain, right? Basically, you're struggling. And that's why you're exhausted. That's why you're stuck. But it's also why You go out and get more energy. The problem is that the hijack makes my brain scream for immediate energy. I want it now. Help me now. I can't focus. Understand, Wellness Warrior, that in the history of being on this planet, not thinking clearly was ultra dangerous for us. That meant whether it be a bear or a lion, we could get eaten. Your brain wants the solution right now. And because we've all been brainwashed, you give your brain a healthy snack of fruit or granola bars, or if you'd given up like I had, you just eat the chocolate bar because it tastes fun. That fuels another insulin spike and another crash. It is the perfect trap. How do you fight a monster that's attacking you from both sides, right? You don't fight the fog. You don't fight the cravings. What you have to actually do is break the cycle. Here's the problem. Most people will try to use willpower, right? They're going to not eat the cookie, trying to interrupt the cycle that way. But you can't use willpower to fight a biological hack, right? Remember, the perfect combination of salt, sugar, and fat is what turned your brain against you in the first place. What we actually need now is a biological weapon. And your weapon is going to be to stabilize your blood sugar. If you stop the crash, you stop the fog. It really is that simple. Stop the crash, you stop the fog. Now, if you stop the fog, you break the mindless eating loop. So in one action, the one thing that I'm going to ask you to do, we stop them from both sides. The one thing you can do to break the biological hijack that you've been living for years is eat protein first. This is the answer to the granola bar trap, but it's also the answer to the oatmeal for breakfast. It's the answer to the chocolate bar snack. What I want you to think about is eating protein for breakfast. The reason that that's the most important place to start is that in the morning when you wake up and your body is looking for food, meat, fish, poultry, and eggs to fuel your day, you're doing what I was doing and you're giving it oatmeal. Oatmeal is not going to properly fuel your day. Now, this problem creates the unfortunate story where roller coaster. If you start with eggs, bacon, sausage, gosh, you could start with steak. You could start with fish. It doesn't. If you start with real animal protein, then you are giving your body real food. And because, as I just told you, real food does not participate in the hijack, right? And trust me, when they figure out a way to chemically alter meat, fish, poultry, and eggs so that we chase them and they can make money off selling us those things, trust me, they'll do it. But for right now, they don't know how because that's actually what our body's looking for. They don't light up the reward center of our brain. What they do is they feed us properly. Yes, we feel satisfied when we eat meat, fish, poultry, and eggs. But the reward center of our brain is not overproducing, and our ability to stop eating is still there. They, meat, fish, poultry, eggs, they provide real fuel, not an artificial bliss point. I'm not asking you to change everything all at once, right? What I'm asking you to do is really focus your attention on what you're doing. Starting your day with protein, but then also when you eat a meal, I'm asking you to prioritize the meat, fish, poultry, or eggs that are on your plate over any vegetation that might be there because so fruits, vegetables, grains, nuts, seeds, all of this plant matter is carb heavy. And if we don't understand that plant matter is carb heavy, we end up allowing ourselves to eat those plants before we eat the meat, fish, poultry, and eggs. And the unfortunate thing that that does, Wellness Warrior, insulin spike, leading to a crash, leading to that brain fog. And we're in that. So let's make sure that we're eating things in the right order. Now, this is going to do the most important things for your body. It's going to provide stable, long lasting energy, of course, preventing that crash and that brain fog. It also provides that satiety, which is the feeling of being okay with what I eat. I want to make sure I clarify this. Satiated does not mean that I'm full, because in reality, most animals aren't really going to eat until they're full if they have an abundance of food available to them. And I see that with my cat. If he joins me today, he does this. If you put food down for him, he will eat the amount he needs to eat and he walks away because he knows there's going to be more food later on in the day. And it's interesting to me because I've even tried like putting more food on the plate than what it looks like he could eat. He leaves it. He walks away from it. He eats enough and walks away. And maybe, 2, 3 hours later, he'll start bothering me for food and I give him more food, but he doesn't overeat it. And guess what? My cat only eats meat because cats are obligate carnivores. So by respecting what the cat needs, the cat is eating appropriately. It's not overeating. It's eating what it needs and walking away, and it's trusting there will be more food. Wellness Warrior, we can do the same. Your body naturally wants you to stop eating when you have enough. It's natural a defense against being lethargic, because guess what? If your body is lethargic and a lion shows up, you can't get away. That's dangerous. That hijack, so that addiction that they've created in our head, isn't just bad for your weight. It's not the way that we are meant to function. Please, I want to know in the chat or in the comments if you believe that you could take that step to help your body. Eat the animal protein for breakfast and make sure that your meals prioritize the meat on your plate so that you have it there to eat. Because if you can, the benefit of not being hijacked are waiting for you, right? This isn't just about the food, Wellness Warrior. When the fog lifts, you don't just stop eating mindlessly. That's not the only benefit here. You get your focus back. You have the mental energy to read books, right? You have the mental energy to drive to work, or you have the mental energy to work on your hobbies. You're no longer forcing yourself to fight against the cravings all day. You just forget about the food. It doesn't come to your mind until you're actually hungry. I don't think about food until it's time to eat. And the benefit of that is I set myself up. I put a few things to defrost in the fridge for the week. And then I don't have to think about it. I go to the fridge and there's some kind of meat, fish, or poultry or eggs that I'm going to make for a meal, and I make them. It is so simple when all you're focusing on is fueling your body and allowing it to rebuild you, repair you, and keep you in the healthiest spot, because now you're living your life, right? You're eating food that allows you to live your life. You're no longer stuck. Your mind is present and your body is ready to take on whatever kind of activity you want to take on. Wellness Warrior, you are not a weak person. You're a strong person who has been unknowingly eating toxins. And whether that toxin was in the form of sugar or all the other chemicals in the processed food we eat, or all the other toxins in the foods. So the plant matter that we eat, our body wasn't asking for any of that. Our body was asking for meat, fish, poultry, and eggs. Regaining control is key, Wellness Warrior, because a healthy body regulates its weight. Now, I've linked a video below that goes more in depth about why healthy foods cause cravings. It's a video that I made looking at some of the stuff Dr. Lustig was talking about. Go down to the description if you want to watch that.